Okay, we're back. What I'm going to do here is going to go on the dagger plan. And oddly enough, we're going to do Dagger of Speed because, as I was saying before, Constrict does in fact allow you to stab. So we're going to turn back on Scrolls of Enchant Weapon until we have that thing maxed out. We still have an enormous amount of MR as long as we have these mutations. So don't really need the MR on that mace. We don't have any RF or RC anymore, thanks to this amulet canceling out RC and no RF on my weapon. But you know, I can resolve that problem. For now, we're just gonna not have it. I decided not to go for this mace, as nice as it is. I mean, I want it. I probably should go for it. But I'm just too attracted to this stabbing idea. It's gonna be really nice. So we're gonna go that way. So anyway, let's grab this manual. That's funny, that's one of those indifferent jellies from before. Okay, we're going to train nothing but short blades until the manual's used up. We'll easily get to Mendeley at least. Okay, now as far as what we're doing on this, this run, or this video, we are going to go to Crypts. We have portal projectiles, so we are able to kill curse skulls. Oh, what? Interesting. There's a wizard lab here. I don't know if we're going to get to it in time, but we'll certainly try. I'm going to pull this ghost. Alright, I can't constrict him, so let's use javelins. And we kill him in one shot. Nice. Rest up, go down. Stately crackle. We have plenty of magic mapping. Let's just confuse some of this stuff. And then stab it. It's not quite working, is it? Well, we don't have enough short blades yet, do we? So we'll just throw. Why don't I go ahead and magic map? Got quite a walk. And remember, I am a Naga, so I'm a bit slow. And this is not the easiest branch to do things in. Oh, come on. 73% chance. There we go. Yeah, so this is of course stone, so I can't dig through it like I would like to. We have to walk all the way down here, through here, and up there, and that is the Wiz Lab. So I should teleport probably, but then again, I really don't want to risk dying here. First of all, I'm going to use Curing real quick, just to get this rot off. Grab this wand. Let's drop this amulet. We'll come back for it later when we want minus Tela. Just kind of thinking here where I want to go with this. I kind of want to drop some things because of what might be in that Whiz Lab, but let's not assume we're even going to make it. I'm not really married to the idea of making it to this Whiz Lab. I'll use the javelins. Wow, I should have probably opened with the Curare, but that's okay. I know I'm walking around with MR/2. Oh man, and we've got a Flayed Ghost here. Why don't I just take a step? Unfortunately, he doesn't want to die. Or he doesn't want to walk away, I mean to say. Let's try to get the Confuse on him. Oh, do not walk on that thing. There we go. He's dead. I'm gonna... Oh geez, I wanted to like walk this way and get out of range of the Zot Trap, but it didn't quite work. Definitely playing with fire here because he could move around. It's heroism. And let's just penetrate. Nice, it's dead. Heals of Sleeping. Well, we're going to drop those for now, but we'll be using them soon. These are not incorporeal, I don't think. Yeah, they're not. Can we get the stabs? It's not quite working. I mean, that shouldn't surprise me. I really don't have much in the way of stealth or dexterity. Wow, javelins aren't really working out for me, are they? And it's mighted. It sounds like it's time for a heal wounds. Get the constrict on him. Fine. But yeah, even with the low dexterity, we're going to have very strong stabs because I'm going to train a whole lot of stealth and a whole lot of short blades. Brisk Crackle. I may have to use a haste. Let me, trying to find out like how fast, like what like how soon it's going to close, how soon the portal's going to close based on the message, but I'm not so sure where to look that up. This is possibly the worst layout we could have asked for getting to this thing quickly. Oh boy. Cursed Skull. You know what? I have a lot of Holy Word. We're going to use that right now. We're going to Portal Projectile, and we're going to use Javelins. Okay, nice. That could have been bad. Okay, has the portal made any noise? No, it has not, surprisingly. Other than the last brisk. You know what we're going to do? We're going to use Ambrosia. So I can heal up real quick, because this is getting dangerous. Ambrosia again. Continue to constrict, fine. This'll be okay. Alright, this is the root. Come on. Oh, we've almost got the short blade to Mendeley. And here is the Cursed Skull. Let's see if I can't kill it with Portal Projectile. Nice. So I can one-shot it. You notice we did no damage with the first one, but we one-shotted it with the Poison Javelin, which is actually weaker than the Steel Javelin. It's just a matter of rolling decently, you know. We still have Portal Projectile up, so let's use it to kill the Flayed Ghost. Didn't quite get it. Okay, that's fine. We'll use Penetration. Did we get it? Yes, we did. Oh man, I should be using Heroism, so let's do that. Looks like we've got some dudes coming to mess with me, so let's move out of here. A lot of this stuff can't see invisible, so I'm going to use that. This guy can agony me since I'm MR/2, so let's see if we can get the... Yeah, we can get some stabs now. Apparently Heroism increases your stealth as well, so that's cool. Wasn't actually aware of that. Makes this character even better. That means that under Heroism we're actually a pretty good stabber now. Urgent crackle of a distant magical portal. You know, we may just have to... Like, I'm not taking any insane risks to make it over there. Like, this is about as risky as I'm willing to make it. Oh. He can paralyze me. What to do about that? We'll put the Lamp of Fire on him. We'll just try to get some stabs. He'll burn to death if he paralyzes me, I think. There we go, less vulnerable, so he can't do it now. Had a healing potion. Come on, where's my stabs? I thought that you could get stabs when it was constricted. The thing I read said that you could, but it doesn't look like it's really happening for me. Oh, and there's Trog. Alright. Well, we're gonna invis, and I'm gonna teleport is what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna just start using heal wounds. I will haste if I have to. Okay, we're up here. Yeah, this sucks. I think we're probably gonna just not do this Wiz Lab if I had to guess. I'll tell you what, I'm an Ambrosia. We'll see how much in the way of hit points it gives us. I don't want to use my last one. I'm going to risk another Tela. And this will be the last risk I take. Well, assuming it lands me somewhere. Yeah, frantic. We're gonna make it up there. Alright, this is okay. If I haste and I walk straight to it, we're close enough that we should be able to do it. So I think this is going to be worth it. If I get, like, Fleshworks or something, then it's going to be worth the resource investment. Alright, we have Passage as well. We should have been using that this whole time. Okay, not worth it. Unfortunately, we got the worst Wiz Lab. We got Berserkitis. Let's mutate that off. Hey, we have Robust now. And Poisonous Barb. That's pretty cool. Trog seems mollified with this last Wrath, so that's cool. Let's dig out. I want to turn on Portal Projectile, and I'm going to Curare this stuff. And I'm going to try to use... I'll use another Curare. He's still mited, unfortunately. Why don't I just confuse him, honestly? Okay, I'm gonna get the stabs now. Cool. So it's nice that we don't have to deal with the Trograth anymore, since that's pretty nasty. As for these dudes, we're just gonna get them with rocks, honestly. They cast Orb of Destruction and nothing else. Honestly, this Wiz Lab is kind of dumb now that the walls can't be destroyed. Like, the whole concept of the Wiz Lab is ruined. Severely damaged. Is that thing healing? It shouldn't be able to heal. I didn't think they could heal anyway. Hey, that's good to see. Buckler of Fire Resistance. That's awesome. We'll be wearing that for a while, probably. We can turn Enchant Armor back on. Yeah, I guess that you can't, I guess you can't get the stabs when they're constricted. Or if you can, it's very rare, because I've seen it happen 0 times. That sort of is a bummer, but we can still create lots of stabbing opportunities. Why don't I go ahead and use Heroism and just test it one more time? Okay, so he's constricted. No. No, no. Oh. And we effectively have 15 short blades and 10 stealth. Crappy dexterity of 12, but, you know. Yeah, it's not quite working, is it? That's fine. We'll just use, you know, rocks and stuff for popcorn. It's not really something we needed. We'll be using the needles to make all the stabbing opportunities we need. Gonna get Dex. It's a shame that my EV is so wrecked. You would think with this much strength and with the decent amount of dodging I would have a little bit higher, but apparently not. Tempted to swap off this armor before too long. Do something just slightly more evasive. Okay, the Conjurer statues do in fact heal now. I don't think they used to, but that's fine. We can just throw stuff until it works out. Keep resetting the fight. Since we can move and they can't. The reward for this Wiz Lab is really bad for this character. It's like a bunch of books. Nothing else really, as far as I remember. But nonetheless, we will get experience for it, and this character is hungry for experience, so that's fine. You can use these angles to really make yourself, like, very hard to hit with the Orbs of Destruction. I mean, it can hit you, but it's unlikely. One cool thing about this Dagger of Speed is that I get more chances to use my tail constrict. Okay, cool. This is not the best engagement spot since nothing's really protecting me from the orbs, but it's okay. Okay, so we got no loot yet. All the loot is in here in this chamber. I suppose if I wanted to, I could close this door. But it's fine. Got some books. Got a robe. Oh, right. There is a robe of the Archmagi in here usually. And some manuals and stuff. Be really nice if we cared at all about casting spells, but we more or less don't. Certainly not fire magic. I'm gonna grab the robe, I guess, just in case I want it, but it's rather unlikely. Pack is full. I'll drop this ring of resist corrosion. No need to carry that around with me. There's an extra anyway, so that's cool. this book. And we've got everything. So that wasn't worth the resources that we used to get here, but it's a gamble. I mean, you don't know. There's no way of knowing which Wiz Lab you're going to get until you go in. The vault around it, as far as I know, doesn't give you any kind of hint. So I tend to assume they're going to be something awesome, but that's not always the case. I haven't really come to a decision on whether it's worth spending resources to get to them or not. I know that it can be, but in the general case, is it? I mean, if you get Wukad Moose or you get Fleshworks on a living character, it's going to be worth it 100% of the time. If you get some of the other ones, it might be worth it. I mean, the Galubria one gives you a bunch of artifact cloaks and stuff, which could be good. Probably one of them will be good. It gives you access to spells, I believe, translocation spells. The Tomb and the Crypt both can have some decent stuff in them. So really, the only one that you don't want to find is the one that I found. And even that one's great if you're a caster. So generally it's worth it, I would say. All we used really that we cared about was like a couple teleports and a haste, so it's not like the end of the world. We still have eight. Well, do we have 8? No, we have 8 potions of haste, which is a tremendous amount, you know, so we're not exactly dying over here. Oh man, I'm gonna drop amnesia. We don't need that. And I'm gonna drop, well, I'll try on the robe. It's +2. So that's neat. If I decide to become a caster, which is extremely unlikely, but if I do, that's the way forward, I guess. Okay, the manual is used up. Let's train some stealth and translocations. I would still like to get Passage of Galubria turned up a bit. Ideally not in the miscast zone, the yellow miscast zone. Hopefully the rest of Crypts will be smooth. I mean, with a combination of portal projectile and javelins, we should be able to take out just about anything in here. You know what this game needs? It needs like a potion that changes your size. It would be cool if I could become one size up and then constrict bigger things. That'd be neat. That'd be a neat spell. Transmutation spell, perhaps. Okay, that's Crypts 1. Why don't we go to the staircase? We've got quite a lot of stuff. Gosh, I really need to get some some Arneg going. But there's really nothing available, not even a ring. I mean, I could wear this axe, but... man, maybe I want to use this axe. I'll do it. As silly as this seems, I want to stop being drained all the time in here. God, why are Nagas so unbelievably slow? Like, if I go anywhere in the dungeon, I start starving. Hey, okay, cool. We've got by Susan here. And I'm going to do the thing that I've discovered is hilarious, which I keep discording her and making her Hydra's killer. Why don't we just use Frenzy and do the same thing? Like, look at how quickly it just obliterates her. Like, look at... that was me moving once, which it may have gotten 2 rounds of attacks. Maybe it even got 3 rounds of attacks since it's hasted. But still, like, look at... this is me moving 1 time. Like, how crazy is that? That's so cool. You know, just bye. See ya. Done. You know? So yeah, if you can somehow frenzy one of her Hydras, or any Hydra really, you're gonna have some fun. Alright, I want my axe on. Alright, ancient champions are pretty tough. Gonna just try to get them in the constrict. There we go. Let me just double check and see how much they can do. I'm always forgetting this. Yeah, 150 damage if they get 2 iron shots in a row with haste. We have more hit points than that. Ring of positive energy. I'm gonna stick to the protection for now. Having 50 AC is pretty sweet. It's a little surprising that I'm still using basic protection rings, but you know, they're good. They're good for the whole game. I might even consider swapping to one of these dex rings though, just because it'll make my stabs better. Really, I'm holding out for an artifact that's good. I guess this might be okay. Okay, he's hasted. He does, in fact, have... well, never mind. They both books have haste, so we don't know what he has yet. Javelins, huh? It's my job to throw those. Okay, Jory. Jory can do pretty solid damage. Too bad we can't... I'm gonna test it just to be sure, just in case I'm crazy. Let's... Needle of Confusion. Jory is unaffected. Yep, needles do nothing to him. That's a shame. Jory has vampiric draining, so that's a reason I might want to use the axe. On the other hand, if I use the dagger, check it out. If I use the dagger, first of all, I'm gonna net him. And I'm gonna fail horribly, thanks. Now what? Use portal projectile. I'm gonna put the axe on. I'm gonna use the lamp. Portal projectile will make us do a little more, I think, accuracy versus this guy. We're just gonna throw javelins until he's dead. Thankfully, we're not getting LCS'd, really. Forget this. I'm gonna finish him with lightning. Jory can be a real pain. If you run into him without Mesmerize, or without MR+, he can Mesmerize you. And you're going to have a really bad day trying to get away from him. That LCS is no joke either. And because he has LCS and Blink, you know, he can really cause you some problems. I'm going to axe this stuff to death even though I don't have any training, because these flying skulls are weak. Alright, we got an interesting layout. It's like a little castle. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of this layout because I can be reasonably sure what I'm going to run into. Cool. Sorry, I was just checking my piety here. Still hovering below maximum. Okay. Still no interesting gifts. Well, aside from the buckler that we are happily wearing. Crystal Guardian enters a teleport trap. Can we sneak up on this thing? No. We do have RF+, so that's cool. It's not to say these guys are going to be easy to kill, though. Alright, a lich. I don't know why there's only 2 books available. I guess it's because he tried to cast something. Maybe it was invisibility? No. I mean, it would have to be. That's the only 2 things. Oh, it was abjuration. He used abjuration for some reason, even though nothing's around. Okay, well, I'm gonna step away. He could have Iron Shot, which sucks, but Greater Demon is the real danger here. And unfortunately, he has moved in such a way that he's not really being lured very easily, is he? I wanted him next to me so I could get him in the constrict, but you know, it's fine. We'll just use these javelins. Now we'll get him in this constrict and we'll kill him. Pretty easy, right? Oh boy, Ancient Lich. Let's get him in the constrict. He has Crystal Spear. I no longer want to use my axe because I attack very slowly with it. Oh no. I'm gonna Holy Word. Actually, I'm gonna pop on Dagger of Speed, and now I'm gonna attack him. He can do about 150. And we'll blink out of here if we have to. If he gets a big damage one on me again. Now he's constricted, great. Let's get the steel javelins, let's get the other javelins. Okay, cool. That was a fight. I see a very crappy dagger. Yeah, I don't need Vampiric on a dagger. Let's get Beckoning. Let's definitely get Apportation. Invis is an option, but I'm not going to get it. I don't see myself training hexes up more. I will get Butterflies, though. Shouldn't forget that I have Pog, by the way. That's one thing that I keep neglecting. 3 rings, huh? Okay, these are some fun ones. Oh, that Dex penalty ring. But Int +6. Wow. Well, we're not gonna wear that. Not gonna wear that. We are gonna wear the RC plus RN plus. I'm gonna drop this ring of protection. Our AC is sky high, so we don't need it. I can drop this axe. As for the RF plus RN plus stealth, I think I'm gonna wear that too. So we've taken a hit to our AC, but we've significantly improved our resistances. I'm sure some people would say this is a bad move, but I think this is pretty good for this character. Shouldn't have used that teleport trap, by the way. I don't know why I was under the impression that I had more of this cleared than I did. That's cool, no problems. Looks like we've got passage down to 6%. I'm gonna get it to 12, and then I'm gonna get the skill to 12. And then we'll turn that off, probably forever. There we go. Let's just train nothing but stealth for a while. Maybe we can... I mean, we have a lot of stealth boosts, you know? We've got the Barding, we've got this ring. If I felt like it, I could put on Shadow Dragon armor later, which I honestly have been thinking about. As silly as it is to play a Naga Stabber, I mean, people think it's good because, well, I think they're naturally stealthy, actually. Not something that would show up here, but there's like a base stealth for races. I think that's still around. But they're slow is the thing, so they make kind of bad stabbers if you're just trying to catch things asleep. They get a lot of mileage out of Dithmenos, I guess, versus sleeping things. Oh man, I almost had it. I'm not so sure I can throw rocks to kill a bone dragon. Let's take out the skeleton warrior first. Yeah, this isn't this isn't ideal. I really need to start carrying around those returning javelins. We'll definitely pick those up once Crypts is over. What a fun, lengthy battle. Let's try to not fight that crystal dude just yet. Okay. Oh, Ring of the Mage. We don't need that. Yeah, we're fine without all that. Alright. Alright. So, I'm gonna save myself some trouble. As much as I'd like steel javelins, well, our inventory is actually not bad right now. 46 slots. Not sure how that happened. So I'll just pick up the returning and we'll deal with everything else later. We finished out Crypts though. In 47 minutes, I guess. Just trying to think on where to go next. We have Pog, we have Portal Projectile. We're pretty well set up for Vaults 5. I think I might go ahead and do it real fast. Just making a couple notes to myself here. Okay, so... do we have a hatch, is the first question you want to ask. Yes. We're not going to take it first thing, though. We're going to go here. Why don't we evoke invisibility? We go down, and we see that this is contested in one of the nastiest possible ways. We've got a Vault Warden right here. So, I could go ahead and go to town, just start fighting. With Portal Projectile, we should pretty reasonably be able to kill this with throwing. And if not, I can teleport. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna haste. I'm gonna might. I'm gonna agility. I should have done this before I went down, but that's okay. Gonna use this blowgun, and I'm gonna Portal Projectile, and I'm gonna start out by frenzying him. So he will kill the Lich, hopefully. We're gonna frenzy a lot of this stuff, actually. We're gonna frenzy the Demonol. Well, we're gonna frenzy this dude, actually. The Etten will clear things out really quickly for me. Nice. Okay, we're gonna frenzy... I want to frenzy the Demonologist, but on the other hand, I'm not sure if I care about him summoning a nasty demon on me. I probably should. Yeah, let's get him. Well, we're not going to get him, so instead let's get the Stone Giant, and we'll get Confuse on him. He's confused. Good. So the only risky thing here still is the Ancient Lich. By the way, we have Cossphere, so if I want these guys to go away, these Vault Guards, I can do it. Or I could just use a scroll. But you know what we're really going to do? We're going to just Portal Projectile and kill this Lich insanely quickly, because we have Might, Haste, and Agility. So he gets next to me and instantly dies. Neat, right? Now, I want this thing cleared. I don't actually want to leave. I don't want to teleport because I want my Frenzy back. Frenzy makes this a whole lot easier. I want it back. In fact, I wish Uncle Okawaru would send me some more of it, honestly. I'm going to start using Curare on him. And then we're going to use... Like, I really want to take out the Demonologist. He's gone. Cool. Now, don't have to worry about him getting unconfused. As for the rest of this stuff, I'm a little shocked that more of it's not dead. I kind of thought that our little friends here would have dealt with the problem for me, but maybe not. So what do we want to do? I kind of want to just... I'll tell you what, I'm gonna use Cossphere. And I'm gonna Pog. Well, that didn't work. Lamp of Fire. I want that Warden dead so I can Stare Dance some more. I had kind of hoped to watch this, the Frenzy stuff kill everything, but it's not looking like that's the way this is going to go, so that's fine. Let's just finish off the Warden. He's dead. Got some Silver Javelins, that's neat. Now we can leave at any moment. But we're still hasted and mighted and agility, so why don't we make the most of this? We've also got P-Proj up still. Because it's looking like we're not going to be able to fight here anymore once we leave. Well, we might be able to. I'm concerned about these dudes. I don't want to be next to these dudes. So we're just going to, we're going to kill the big targets. Vault Guard killed the Stone Giant. Eden is taking out Vault Guards semi-quickly. Alright, P-Proj is over. Turn P-Proj back on. We're still hasted. Still invisible. He shouldn't be able to see me. On the other hand, I think being in a cloud removes your invisibility. But it's fine. He's got other targets near him, so I'm confident he'll keep killing them. Okay. It's time to leave. Well, maybe it's not. 150 hit points. He's gonna lock it, and there's no guarantee I'll be able to kill him quickly. Hard to say. I think I'm gonna go for what I believe to be the safest option. No, I didn't even heroism. What am I thinking? In fact, I probably shouldn't have even hasted there. I should have finessed. It's like I'm not even worshipping a god. Whoops. That's okay. Okay, before I do this, I think it's time, finally time for us to go collect all the needles. Okay, we have all the needles. Sleeping may be useful for us. We're going to find out. So, let's, heroism. And we're going to take the hatch. This hatch is not my favorite hatch. This hatch kind of sucks. Why don't we teleport? I'm going to evoke invisibility so that the stone giant's off my back. And I'm just going to take a step and another step, and we'll see where the teleport lands us. It lands us in a really good spot. God, we've got to get that shouting mutation off. It's really messing up my stabber game, isn't it? Oh, come on. Where are my stabs? It's this bad dex that's really getting me. I think I'm probably gonna have to. The thing is, I hadn't really considered that, how my dex was gonna impact this. Like, I think I may want to wear rings, as silly as that sounds, just to increase my dexterity. On the other hand, if I have something sleeping, then I'm gonna get the stab, you know. Why don't we find out just how good that is? Sleep. He resists. He doesn't resist. Get the stab. Okay, so we still one-shot things. It's just a matter of... It seems like dexterity is mostly useful for getting stabs in scenarios where it's not guaranteed, like confused or distracted or whatever. So this is fine. The lack of dex isn't going to ruin the plan. Okay, we got a ghost. Looks like kind of a crappy ghost, no spells. Avokawaru. Good MR though. Can't confuse. Can't use needles. Good defenses. See if we can just get him with the... It's not really working out, is it? Wow. He's got good resistances too. I wish I had Frenzy. I would Frenzy that Etten. But all my Frenzies are back at the entrance. Well, he doesn't see invisible, so... I wonder if I can... Yeah, if I try to sleep something in the middle of combat, there's still noise and stuff going on. So I'm... Well, no, I had time to do it that time. But even swapping a weapon seems like it's gonna... cause problems, you know. There we go. So if I do rely on sleeping, I should try to do it when things are alone. But it looks like if I just repeat the action... Oh, nice! Okawaru coming through. 8 Needles of Frenzy. That's awesome. There's my Shadow Dragon scales. Let's check my stealth. So we got 4 pips. If I wear the Shadow Dragon scales, I go to like 1,000,000 pips. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. That's incredible. That's really cool. Although really I should stick with this plate mail. My EV goes up by 2. My AC drops significantly, which we would be able to, you know, do something about once we had more enchant armor. We have an acquirement, by the way. So why don't we hold that thought. Hold that thought and we'll just get some armor real quick. Okay, okay. That's worth the AC penalty. We get 2 resistances out of that slot. That's not terrible. Trade 2 AC for 2 resistances. That seems reasonable to me. Really, really strong resistances now. Really, this character makes me want to do extended. Like, usually I think it's going to be a real hassle. You know, there will be annoying parts, but this character makes me want to stealth my way through extended. We almost have stealth maxed. I consider 22 to be maxed on an Oka character, since heroism pumps it to 27. Wow, so much sleeping. Okay, just taking a look at some of the stuff that's been offered here. There's no artifacts I have missed. Although sometimes I'll miss an item for a long time, like that Naga Barding of Stealth. Looks like we're about to have the stairway in the center uncontested, so that's nice. Oh, come on. Okay, let's see if we can get the stab. We do not. Let's see if we can get... Well, let's heroism first. Oh, why am I trying to cure her? I meant to sleep. Resist, resist. Miss, miss. Sleep. Stab to death. That's so cool. That one woke up. Yeah, so until my stealth is way higher, we're going to want to probably use sleeping only when the thing is right next to me. And even then, I may want to, you know, hold off until there's other things aren't there, you know. Alright, check this out. I'm gonna frenzy behind him. There we go. Alright, there we go. Have fun. That ring. Don't need that wand, really. Probably should have frenzied the Eden, but that's okay. Yeah, okay, I'm regretting some decisions. Should have frenzied the Eden and let him kill the Lich for me. Because he could have all kinds of nasty things to... You know, he could have Crystal Spear. See if I can pog on out of here. He has Orb of Destruction, so he doesn't have Crystal Spear, so that's fine. Although, you know, OD is enough to kill me. Okay, we got away from him long enough for the haste to wear off. Let's get him in the constrict and then throw stuff at him. Cool. Almost got stealth to 22. Let's keep an eye on that. It's funny that I'm still getting drained pretty regularly, but we have RM++. Goes to show you're not really immune. Just softens the blow, you know? Okay, I'm gonna drop Confusion, I'm gonna drop Disintegration. Probably several more things on my inventory that I can get rid of, but don't need to worry about that just yet. Let's finish out the floor. Alright, I should heroism before I do this needle stuff. Alright, stealth is 22. Cool. Alright, future of the character, we're gonna get throwing to 22 as well. We're gonna get all the stuff we care about to 22. Looks like we're pretty much done. Just mopping up at this point. A lot of shadow dragons. Well, that ring is interesting. Plus stealth, huh? Oh, and an Amulet of Vitality, which is one of the best amulets in the game, just because it's the only thing that increases hit points, and hit points is king. Or hit points are king, I guess you could say. Man, int -4, though. Well, it doesn't nuke my spells too badly. Nukes my resistances a bit, but... Man, that dex +6 and stealth. Seems a bit odd to max out stealth, honestly. This is not something I do very often. I don't think we're going to use it. But let's get Yara's. And let's get deflect missiles. Kinda speculative. Throwing is making pretty good headway. Come on. Oh, the red drain. Not the red drain. That's a pain. Pretty good chainmail. See, a lot of what's nuking my stealth is the plate mail that I'm wearing. Alright, let's take a look at what this floor has to offer. Some artifacts. Probably not going to bother to identify them. Okay. We've pretty much picked this place clean of stuff we care about. However, I want to try on Shadow Dragon armor again. So first let's look at our stealth. 3 pips from maximum now that I've trained stealth up a bit. If I take off the plate mail, full pips. Now I don't believe that that's a maximum. I think it can go up further than that. It just doesn't show it. Let me just see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fine. If I wear the scales, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it doesn't go past 10 ever. But I think in reality it does, it just doesn't show it. Unfortunately, there's no real way for me to, you know, find out if my stealth is higher with the Shadow Dragon scales on or with nothing on. Now, I want to say that the stealth bonus kind of counteracts and then exceeds the encumbrance penalty on the Shadow Dragon scales. I would assume so anyway, but I don't know for sure. It's going to be kind of impossible to test on this character. There should be like a, I thought it like told you like very stealthy, uncannily stealthy, or things like that. Maybe it's a different screen I'm thinking of. Or maybe that was just replaced with this stealth meter. Anyway. I'll have to think about what direction I want to go. If I do wear the Shadow Dragon scales, I'm missing RC+, unless I swap my rings again. So I'll look over the body armor that the game has provided. That's no fun. Let's cancel that off. Cancellation reduces your mutation. Yeah, I'll give it some thought. Chances are good I'm going to stick with the plate mail, though. I mean, it might be nice to supermax my stealth, but it's unlikely that that's optimal. In fact, why don't we go ahead and enchant this buckler, since we're going to be using that for a long while, most likely. So yeah, probably just wear the plate mail. As far as where we're going next, vestibule maybe, after depths. Pretty much don't have a choice here. We either go to tomb or we go to depths. Those are the only choices. And this character is anything but tomb ready. Need to get darkness online if I'm going to even think about doing that. So yeah, depths next. Vestibule, maybe tomb afterwards. We'll see. Until then, I'm signing out.